Hello, and welcome to our guide for what business expenditure you can claim for. If you're watching this, you're probably trying to navigate the minefield of what expenses are allowable and which ones are not. So, in this video, we will cover the general rule of expenses, the most common expenses, and areas of confusion. Different types of business will have different types of expenditure. For example, a taxi driver will have weekly settle fees, and a plumber will have tools and material costs. But the good news is, as a general rule, the vast majority of business expenditure is allowable. Even expenses you have incurred personally for the business are generally allowable too. So, let's talk through the most common expenses that you can claim. Motor expenses, the cost and running of your vehicle, or a mileage allowance instead. Staff costs and wages. Materials or goods that you sell. Use of your home as an office, or if you have an office, the rent, rates and utility bills. Repairs and renewals. This can include repairs to equipment or small renewals such as computer peripherals. Admin costs. Admin costs can include telephone and internet costs, postage and stationery. Advertising and marketing costs. All your business insurances. Membership and subscription fees, if you're a member of an association for your business or subscribe to any industry magazine, for example. Work clothing. Training. Professional fees, such as accountancy and some legal fees. Travel and subsistence. Your bank charges and interest on things like overdrafts, HP agreements and loans. Capital expenditure for larger items such as equipment and furniture. And finally, entertaining costs. Okay, so let's take a look at the expenses that can cause the most confusion and the ones we receive the most questions about. Motor expenses. If you have a commercial vehicle, then generally you can claim the whole purchase price as well as all the running costs. If you have a car and it's not solely used for business, then it's treated differently. If you're a sole trader, a private use percentage would have to be applied. Or if you have a company, it's usually better to own the car personally and charge business mileage to the company. If you use your home as an office, there are a few ways you can claim for this. You can opt to claim the basic HRMC allowance, which is quite low, or you can apportion your household costs according to the floor area the home office takes up. The general rule for work clothing is that if it can be worn outside of work, then it's not allowable. This means that usually only clothes such as uniforms and protective clothing can be claimed. So unfortunately, you won't be able to claim that fancy new suit you've just bought. Training can be claimed if it's to top up your skills. Training to qualify for something or to gain new skills is not allowable. However, if you have employees that are training to qualify for skills relevant to your business, then this would be allowable. Travel and subsistence such as train fares, food and hotel costs are generally only allowable if you're not commuting to a permanent place of work. This area can get complex, so please speak to your dedicated accountant for more details. Entertaining employees can be allowable, but with certain restrictions. However, entertaining customers is not, but it's still beneficial for your business to pay for all entertaining costs even if they're not allowable for tax purposes. Well, that's it. You're well on your way to becoming an expenditure guru. Thanks for watching, and if there's anything you're unsure about, then click the link on screen and get in touch.